Power Reporting with Zmanda Enterprise. In this demo, you will learn how to use the powerful monitoring, reporting, and verification features in Zmanda Enterprise effectively. We will cover verifying your configuration, installation, and setup time, diagnosing backup issues using the monitor, learning where the bottlenecks occur in your backup through the built-in reporting features, and planning for backup media expansion with a custom report. First, a brief introduction about Zmanda. Zmanda is the leader in open source backup. Zmanda was founded in 2005 and has an experienced management team, including many years at Symantec and Veritas, EMC, Legato, Cisco, HP, SGI, Sybase, and Red Hat. We are a full-service company providing engineering, consulting, training, and support, with customers and partners in 36 countries worldwide. Zmanda is the world's most popular open-source backup solution, protecting over 500,000 systems worldwide. Its extensible client-server architecture allows backing up of many different clients to many different media types. It utilizes native platform tools and open, standards-based backup formats to ensure data recoverability, and it has an advanced automatic scheduler designed to maintain a consistent backup window. On top of this robust foundation, Zmanda has created Zmanda Enterprise, a commercial-grade, supported version of Zmanda. Zmanda Enterprise provides all the benefits of Zmanda, plus increased platform support and a web-based user interface, all delivered via an affordable, predictably priced subscription model. Zmanda Enterprise supports a variety of platforms. The Zmanda Enterprise Server and Zmanda Management Console run on Linux or Solaris. There are clients for Linux, Solaris, Mac OS X, and Windows. There are database agents for Oracle Database on Linux, Solaris, and Microsoft Windows, as well as for Microsoft SQL Server, and also an application agent for Microsoft Exchange. The Zmanda Enterprise architecture is scalable and flexible, allowing for pluggable encryption and compression schemes and the ability to easily support backing up to different types of media. Supported backup media include disk, tape changers, VTLs, data deduplication appliances, and online storage services. Zmanda Enterprise also has the ability to simultaneously back up to different media types and is also capable of supporting disk to media data migrations for added protection. The Zmanda Management Console, or ZMC, is the web-based user interface for Zmanda Enterprise. Zmanda Enterprise has a graphical installer and then can be managed from any host that has a web browser, Mac, Windows, Linux or Unix. It is available anywhere. The Zmanda Management Console runs on virtually every web browser, including Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari, and Opera. You can even access the ZMC from an iPhone. The ZMC is also integrated directly with the Zmanda network. You can validate against your Zmanda network account, download Amazon S3 certificates automatically, and link to the Zmanda wiki and knowledge base directly from within the ZMC. Today we are going to look at 3 areas of analysis to help you understand your backups better. Verifications during setup and installation, monitoring during the backup runs themselves, and reporting after backup runs have completed. Verifications allow you to check everything before the backup set is active. You can diagnose common setup errors and find problems before your data becomes at risk. Verify installation tests to see that all the Zmanda Enterprise and Zmanda Management Console components are installed and intact. It is a sanity check to ensure that the installation is complete. In addition to during setup, you can also run Verify installation after any backup server operating systems maintenance to make sure Zmanda Enterprise is fully functional. The end-to-end test ensures that data is accurately dumped to the server and spooled to media. The data path is checked in both directions to ensure that no corruption occurs. A sample dataset is created and backed up using the integrated Zmanda client on the server. The data is then restored and checked against the original to verify that it is intact. Verify Server tests to see that all Zmanda server processes are active and ready and can be initiated when the backup run needs to occur. Normally, only the ZMC and scheduler are active unless a backup run is in progress. Verify Server ensures that all server components of Zmanda Enterprise activate correctly when needed. Verify Client allows you to test the client-server connection to determine whether the server can see the clients in the backup set. It also tests to see whether the clients and server are authorized to communicate. Zmanda clients maintain a list of servers allowed to back them up, and Amanda servers contain a list of clients to backup. Only if this two-way authentication succeeds can backups occur. There is a checklist where verifications can be confirmed on the Backup Activate page before you flip the switch and activate your backup set. The Monitor tab in the Zmanda Management Console provides a nearly live view, allowing you to visualize the data path during a live backup run. Monitoring shows the data path for each backup run as data is assessed and estimated, transferred from the client to the server, and finally spooled to media. The information for each client is listed on the Monitor page itself, with the hostname of the client, the directory of the file system or object being backed up, the backup level, and the various stages of the backup process itself. First, the flush phase. Flush is where any pending writes to media are performed to make room for the new backup run. If previous backup run data has not yet been spooled to media, then Amanda will ensure that there is enough space for the current backup run to proceed. This prevents the current backup run from destroying any old backup data. Estimate is when Amanda sends a request to each client to furnish an estimate of the size of its backup. This is where Amanda checks what it can currently see against what it expects and adapts its plan as necessary. This is the longest phase of the backup run, and this process can take some time. Holding is when the data from the client is written to the staging area on the server. You can configure Amanda to dump as many clients as is practical with your available network and disk throughput. Finally, spooling is when the data in the staging area is written to media, either disk, tape, tape changer, VTL, or Amazon S3. This process occurs asynchronously from dumping in order to maximize performance. Monitoring is also a key way to diagnose common errors. Depending on where in the process the error occurs, you can determine what the most likely cause of the error is and whether your data has been successfully backed up. What's important to look at is how information is correlated across the different ways from which you can access it or be notified about it. A backup failure will not only appear in the monitor, it will also be mailed out as a part of the notification and will be present in the summary report. This particular failure shows a backup that failed for an Oracle database client during the estimate phase. This usually means that the client is not there or that there is not enough space to back up this client object. In this case, we can look at the email and the summary report to see if this is exactly the case. Amanda did not have enough space to back up the database. Once you have performed some backup runs, you can take advantage of the reporting functionality built into the Zmanda Management Console. The ZMC provides several built-in reports, as well as the ability to create and export custom reports. While you will notice a lot of repetition with reporting data, you will probably not use all of the reports all of the time. Each report is tailored towards viewing the data in a certain way and can be used to answer different questions. To access the reports, select the Report tab. There you can access the 4 main built-in report types. Summary report, showing whether the backup was error-free, had warnings, or had errors. The timeline chart report, which is a historical view of monitoring runs. The media report shows which media was used for a backup run and whether it was a full or partial backup. And the data report, which shows a summary of the backup in the form of a list of clients and the directories that were backed up. For each of the built-in report types, you'll notice a calendar and legend on the left side of the page. It allows you to interactively browse the complete report history and to drill down for at-a-glance view of prior backup runs. The legend provides easy visual indicators of success, failure, or warning. The summary report gives you an overview of the backup run. It provides client information, including which client objects were backed up and at what backup level, data information, including how much data was backed up and how much compression there was, as well as any errors or warnings or other unexpected occurrences. By default, the summary report is also mailed out to the user specified on the Backup How page and is also available via RSS. If you're not afraid to get your hands dirty, you can easily change the email notification options. Simply log on to your backup server and edit the Amanda.conf file. Change the Send AM Report On variable to the level which you want to be notified on. The default we use in the Zmanda Management Console is All, which is to send an email on any message. You can also set it to Strange, which sends it during a warning or an error condition, or Error if you only want to be notified on error conditions, or Never if you don't want to receive any emails at all. The Timeline Report stores a historical record of the monitoring information for each client in each backup run. This includes the client name, the directory being backed up, the time the backup run was performed, the backup level, and the final monitoring status of the client. As with the monitoring information, the Timeline Report is useful for understanding the data flow. It is also useful to debugging where any errors occurred and determining whether or not your data is safe and completely backed up. The Media Report shows your storage media usage and the data flow information. You can see how the media is being utilized for each backup run, the time it takes to transfer all of your backup data, and the rate of data transfer from your clients to your server and from your server to media. It is useful for understanding your data growth for capacity planning, vtape size optimization, and organizing your backup client objects. On the Media Report, you can view an entire week's backup runs at a glance. You can easily see with the media utilization gauge whether or not your media is close to being full, and underneath you can see the exact percentage your media is being used and the amount of data that's being backed up. The Data Report provides data-centric views to help you monitor your data growth, including the size of your backup and the amount of compression you're achieving. It also provides throughput information and is useful for tuning backup sets to verify the backup cycle is correct, to figure out your rate of data change, and to also assist in properly sizing your vtapes. On the Data Report, you can see an entire week's backup runs at a glance. You can see each client and object backup information, an easy indicator of the backup level, and if you mouse over the backup level, you will see the rate of data dumping from the client to the server and spooling from the server to media. In addition to the built-in report types, Amanda Enterprise also provides custom reporting. It is useful for isolating different types of data from the backup run and allows you to create and save custom reports and export them. In order to effectively utilize the custom reporting, you need to know the questions you're asking. From that, you can determine the data that optimally meets your needs and allows you to help you visualize the information the way you want. Now we'll create a sample custom report. Our question is, how fast is our data growing and what kind of compression are we seeing? We've decided we want to weed out failed backup runs, so we're only looking at valid backup data. We want all the historical data from the beginning to the current time. Finally, we want to take the data and export it to Excel to create a graph so that we can show our management to plan a capacity growth. To create our custom report, first we need to select the fields we want to view. Next, we click View Customize Report to actually create our report. If we are going to run this report several times, we should save the report. We'll enter a name in the report name field at the bottom and click Save Report to save it for future runs. Next, we'll export the report. Click the Export as CSV button at the bottom and then click OK to open the data in Microsoft Excel. In Excel, we can massage the raw data to eliminate failed backup runs and normalize the backup information so that's all on the same scale. Next, we can insert the type of graph we want to view based on the data we've collected. Finally, we can adjust the graph setting so that our data is properly labeled and viewable and exportable into our presentation. Maximize your value using Amanda Enterprise. Run verifications. Find problems before they occur and make sure your server and your clients can communicate effectively. Utilize monitoring to visualize your data path and diagnose where in the data stream any problems you may have occur. And finally, use your reports. Know the data you're backing up, tune up your backup sets, and plan ahead for media capacity growth. Thank you for listening. More information on Zmanda Enterprise is available at the Zmanda website at www.zmanda.com/AEE. Documentation, downloads, and resources are available on the Zmanda network at network.zmanda.com. For information on purchasing or evaluating Zmanda Enterprise, contact Zmanda Sales via email at zsales@zmanda.com.